this kind of game tell you about the resiliency of this group?
Yeah, a lot of character, obviously. That's a good hockey club over there. We know that. Beat them twice in their own building. We knew they were going to come out hot, and they did. Played a great game, but found ways to stick with it and get some big goals at the end, and we'll take the point.
What did you see on the ice on the game-tying goal?
Those guys all snap it around so good. The poise that Miro has is off the charts, so that's some all-world hockey and fun to watch for sure, and massive play and massive goals.
What's the sentiment in here after a deflating loss in overtime after coming back like that?
I think we'll take the point, obviously, but found ways to get back into the game there, claw back in. We might not have been at our best early on, and I think that speaks volumes to our group in here, and just got to grow from it.
From a team standpoint, just what are you seeing defensively right now?
Everyone's playing good hockey. We're all gearing up for playoffs, right? So they're top players, and their teams are trying to score just as we are. So just got to do a little bit better job of helping Jakey out, and it'll be fun.
What did you see on the goal that got overturned? That like you were standing in front of the goaltender?
Yeah, the puck squirted out to me. I just tried to take it to the paint pretty hard, and I got a shot on net and kind of just stood there. Felt like I got a little push from behind, but the refs are going to make their calls, and they had a review, so just got to trust that they're making the right call. But obviously, would like to have it. It's just how the game goes sometimes. Sometimes the calls go in your favor, sometimes they don't. So it is what it is. But like I said earlier, we'll take the point.
Is goaltender interference a little frustrating just as a player, and not back call in general, but it seems like there's a lot of variance about what is goaltender interference?
It is what it is, honestly. Not going to waste too much time talking about it. It's over with now, and it is what it is.
Getting it back. Yeah, good battle back for sure. Obviously valuable points at this time of the year, especially against somebody in our conference. So on to the next one. Good to get a point, take the positive.
Has the play been more chaotic lately for you guys? Not less structured. It just seems like all the games are. You get up 2 in a game, they get up whatever. It just seems like the flow of these games has been a little wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that definitely maybe we've been a little bit looser defensively. A little bit more odd man rushes for sure. So something we got to tighten up. They had some quick forwards though, so just got to try and keep them in check.
What are you seeing defensively that does need to change aside from tightening things up?
Cliche things. I think Jakey can see the puck. That's obviously he's going to be stopping those. So try and get our box outs, try and have our good gaps, stuff like that. Just got to be sharp this time of year.
A couple of those goals seem to be like the drive-by variety, guys getting behind your eyes and then they tip it right in, pass Oettinger. How can you kind of fix those types of
Yeah,
goals?
I don't know. That first one there was pretty nice play, right? But it's going to happen. I think like I said, just try and box out as best we can, and go from there.
Jake seemed pretty bummed about his performance. What do you do, or do you talk to a goaltender that's kind of down like that? What do you do?
No, not to Jake. Jake's a pretty good player. I think he'll be just fine.
What were your emotions just watching that last goal from Jamie?
It's just fun. It was awesome. The guys did a job, and they deserve better.
How valuable is it still to come away at the point, though?
Yeah, it's huge. We've letting 10 goals in the last 2 games, so something's got to change, and the guys have scored like crazy, so it's on me to keep the puck out of our net, and I haven't done that.
Is this starting to feel a little bit like last year after Braden got hurt?
No, I feel great. I'm really confident in my game, and just letting a lot of goals lately, so just got to be better.
What was the message, I guess, from the leadership after that?
It's gritty. We're going to find ourselves down late, coming down the stretch, so we're never out of it, and we continue to show that. So.
What are the conversations like kind of with the coaching staff before every game, or your workload and your schedule of when you're going to play?
I expect to play every night, and I want to play every night, and if I keep playing like that, I'm not going to. So I want to be in the net. I feel great, confident in myself, and I just got to focus on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I loved our will to fight back into the game. We've done that all year. Obviously didn't like our start. I thought we got better as the game went on. Kind of predicted it coming back off the road like we did, that we might start slow, and you throw in the fact that you're playing a team that you just swept in their building, a motivated group that's fighting for their playoff life. So I'm not surprised it started the way it did. It's an important point for us. I wish we would have got 2, but an important point.
Is there a way that you want the 6-on-5 to look, and is that kind of or is it just more go and kind of fill the gaps and whatever works?
You mean in the overtime? No, 6-on-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of thought into the groupings and who's going to what spots, but then those guys make plays, and the one thing about them is they've had confidence in that situation all year. They don't panic. They get on the ice and they make plays.
Jake was pretty hard on himself in the locker room. Do you sense frustration from him?
No, I mean, listen, we're riding him right now. We don't have much of a choice, and he's playing a lot of hockey and doing a lot of traveling, and it's tough. So we're asking a lot of him, and we've got to help him out. And for me, giving up some of those 2-on-1s and looks that we gave up, that's on us to help him.
When a player is kind of down like that on himself, and that like he's being overworked or whatever, do you go and have a conversation with him? Or
we'll have a conversation. I talked to him the other night in Calgary. I thought, he really buckled down in the third and overtime and won us that game at an important moment. But listen, he's one of the best goalies in the world, and he's been a backbone all year for us. So, I don't think there's anyone in that room questioning, anything he's doing.
Oettinger said he feels good, he's confident in his
Who
game.
does?
Oettinger did?
Yeah.
He feels good, confident in his game, and wants the net every night. But how much of this do you think is maybe just like mental fatigue?
Yeah, I think that's real. I think mental and physical. I mean, you look how our group feels, and they're not playing the entire game, So, we've asked a lot of him lately with the injury to Wedgwood. So, I'm not surprised he's hard on himself, but I don't think anyone in that room feels that he's at fault. I think, if anything, we're in the situation we're in because of him.
The 3-on-3 in overtime seems like you've done a few different things with the 3 forwards.
Yeah.
Worked really well last time, this time.
You know what? This time it was probably we did exactly what we wanted to do, but we overstayed our shift. Robo overstayed his shift. So it's piecing together. You got to do everything right, though. You got to wear them out. You got to keep them on the ice tired. Then you have to outchange them. And if someone decides not to outchange them, then that's what happens.